Yeah, chill, bro.
Bro, take your phone out.
Take your phone out, man. Take your phone out.
Anyway, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I hope y'all are having a great time watching this video already. This show is called For The Boys TV. Saturdays For The Boys. What's the name of the show, fellas?
The name is, it's a work in progress. We don't know.
Progress.
For The Boys TV, Saturdays.
Just stick to For The Boys.
Yeah. For The Boys TV, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, all of that, so that y'all can see more of these episodes that come up. So today...
As you can tell, this is our first ever episode. Yes.
We working the kinks out, like we said, man. Before you know it, we gonna be experts at this.
We literally just got together and said, hey, let's film this, because y'all care about our opinions so much.
Exactly. Basically.
That's what it is.
And plus, even people that overhears, like on the A train or on the D train, like just are so enthralled with our conversation, they want to join it too.
They
so
really
we just
do.
figured, why not bring it to the world?
Exactly. Exactly.
So, first things first that we're gonna talk about is Avengers.
Correct? Yes.
Correct.
Infinity Wars.
Infinity War trailer.
Yes.
In case you don't know, you've been living under a living under a rock like Patrick Starr. Infinity War trailer dropped, and I didn't know for the longest that he was actually living under a rock. It hit me one day. It was like, Patrick don't know.
Who, Patrick?
Because he lived under a rock.
Like,
yeah. Are you serious?
Yo, my God.
It blows your mind.
Blew my
blows
mind.
your mind.
But yes, in case you don't know, the Infinity War trailer dropped, and everybody was shook, basically, because we was like, yo, this is so great. It is so good.
It was crazy.
You know, and they was like, all right, we let Justice League have Thanksgiving, and then we going to come through, and we going to be like, oh, y'all want more? Here you go.
Boom.
So
yeah.
Let's go ahead and start off with that. Like,
Wars.
what did you guys first think when y'all saw it? Tell me what your initial reactions to it, and then we'll go into the conversation from there.
First off, it was lit. It was dope. That and the Black Panther trailer, I'm not sure which one is better, but I mean, I mean that's got to be up there with one of the greatest movie trailers ever in the history ever.
100% agree.
Okay, that's a hard one.
Been a long,
that's a hard one.
When she was driving with the, I was like,
yeah, she's just driving like this in black.
They're so advanced. It's, oh my goodness. But yeah,
Infinity Wars, yeah, not Black Panther. That's, okay, yeah, it was dope, man. I was excited. It's cool because it's been a culmination of like. How long has it been? It's been 10 years, right? So it's a culmination of 10 years. It's all been leading up to this point.
Iron Man was
I was in high school when
Iron Man
when
was
it came
2008.
out. 2008.
That's wild.
I was in high school then.
At the end of this month, it's gonna be 10 years.
Yeah,
yo. Like,
and they got all of everybody in it. Everybody. Everyone that was basically every character that was in.
I mean, except for the first Hulk. But
yeah,
they had to change, but it's all great. It's all great. It's all great.
It's cool. We like you, Mark Ruffalo. We like you a lot, bro. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah. So, what did you think when the trailer?
I remember when because I subscribe to Marvel. So when they dropped the tease trailer, I was like, all right, so they're gonna drop some actual footage, but they dropped like what's this fan reaction of like previous trailers, and I thought that was good enough hype. But when it came out, I remember I was like, I'm not gonna watch it. Let me go to the bodega, get myself a proper breakfast, get myself a meal.
You gotta prepare
and prepare for this awesomeness which is about to unveil. And I was just amazed, man. Like, you know, as Sam said, you know, all the way from high school up until now, like what Marvel has done is just, I just think it's amazing. You know what I mean?
It's gotta be. I said this. It could be the greatest achievement in cinema history, what the MCU has done.
Exactly.
The whole thing that they've created.
I want to say, my bad, I keep cutting you off.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, in a way, I liken it to how when Migos first started really coming on the scene, how everybody in rap has changed now, where it's like you had pre-Migos and you got after Migos. You got like pre-Marvel and you got like after Marvel, because everything has changed after that. I remember, when was it? Because it came out a couple of days ago. The day before, Tom Holland had messed up and showed like the Avengers poster.
Oh yeah,
and then that's why they were like, okay, now we got to drop something because he wasn't supposed to do that.
I think that was part of
that, because Mark Ruffalo like retweeted, was like, hey, guess what, guys? It wasn't me this time. So I was like, oh, we getting something new tomorrow. And I woke up.
Wasn't that planned though? I thought they planned that.
They said it wasn't. Or at least I heard it. Obviously, I don't know exactly.
Well, I mean, the Marvel page ended up uploading it to his Twitter page. So, like, a part of me thought it was. But, like, knowing Tom Holland and, like, all the stuff he's done. And, like, apparently there was this one time.
They don't let him read the script, get the whole script, because he'll give it away.
He's like 17. Like, you go tell everybody.
He's 20 or 21. Yeah, he's an adult.
But there was a time where...
He's one of them.
Put respect in your name.
Shout out Tom Holland. But there was a part where apparently he took the script. Like apparently when they leave set, they're supposed to leave the script on set, right? He took it with him by mistake, and he made a video saying, "All right, guys, so I have the script with me, and I apologize." And he took a live video and he burned the script. So to show, hey, listen, I'm burning the script, so...
You better keep that contract, bro. Yes, sir. That's what
Shout
you
out
do.
to you on that one.
You burn that script.
And Mark Ruffalo showed live streamed Thor.
Yeah, it was in his pocket for like the first 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Everybody heard
Without,
it.
he was live streaming Thor.
But,
so
I had woke up and I was like, yo, something feels weird. Like, what am I looking for? And then I was like, yo, let me go check Twitter and see what's up. Then it's like Infinity War drop. I was like, oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet baby.
It's gonna be amazing.
Then,
Thanos is here. Yep. He's coming to fuck shit up.
What do you think about Thanos?
Mess stuff up.
It's Excuse me. We curse on this show from time to time. Shit.
That was a slip right there.
What do you guys think about Thanos? I mean, I think we first saw him on, I think it was Avengers.
Who's playing him again?
Crap. What's his name? Oh my God, I'm forgetting his name.
Yeah, we're messing up.
Oh my God, I'm forgetting his name.
He was in
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, Josh Brolin. Yep, there he is.
What do I think about Thanos? I thought it was so funny that when he first came out the portal, that somebody had on Twitter eventually put the Stone Cold Steve Austin music.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Yo, that's hilarious.
I saw that. No, that was pretty good.
I was kind of thinking that, but when I was like, all right, like cool, Thanos or whatever, whatnot. When he showed the
gauntlet,
and then had the gems in there, and then socked Iron Man.
He really
and then was choke slamming Spider-Man. I was like, yo, this movie's gonna be lit. I cannot wait.
He knocked Iron Man out.
I was like, yo, Tony not getting up. Yo, all your energy got to be on 2% after that. Yo, he 9 feet tall, just walking through.
No, he's huge. He's like twice the size. He's like twice the size.
Yeah, it's like, yo, there's no way you
his jaw is like the size of, because you can't even punch him back. Because his jaw he'll eat that.
Right.
He'll eat that punch, you know what I'm saying? His jaw is like this big, you know what I mean? Like, you can't even.
And all of that.
He said you don't usually think about fun when balancing, balancing the universe, but this.
It had a real Age of Ultron type of feel.
Yeah.
At first.
Puts no strings on me.
Yo, this is really different because everybody is getting it in this one.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought, okay, we're going to talk about this later, but I thought Steppenwolf's line in the Justice League trailer where he says, no protectors here, no Kryptonians, no Kryptonites, etc. This world will fall. I thought that line was great, but as soon as Thanos was like, fun isn't something you consider when balancing the universe.
Yeah.
But this puts a smile on my. I was like, up there with
I was like,
the best
Thanos,
dialogue.
Why you gotta do it like that?
That was crazy.
Here oh, we got this world. It's easy. Thanos y'all simply don't understand. I'm gonna put all y'all on game real quick on who I am. I was like, yo.
So we gotta talk about.
Well, go ahead. What's on the list? What we got?
Okay, we
gotta talk about where the characters are and stuff, right? So we gotta talk about Captain America with the beard.
We do.
Looking rough
as yo. I was like, yo, it's gonna be dope. Cap is like, all right, I see.
Because he's he's on the run, right?
Basically.
Yeah, he's on the run.
At the end of Civil War, when he dropped the shield, that's basically symbolic of I'm not Captain America.
Yeah. So I feel like he's gonna be in Black Panther.
He's gonna be in Black Panther because he does end up in Wakanda.
I think because Bucky is in Wakanda. Yeah, because Bucky is in Wakanda.
Yeah.
So Captain America is gonna have to be in Black Panther for us to know what he's been
up
to a little bit,
right?
I mean, I would
at least
say
to bridge the gap
yes
into.
And no, because you can easily have a post-credit scene and then explain some of that briefly in a minute or so in Infinity War. I mean, okay, I get it.
Because in the trailer, they showed Captain America he walked in like he hadn't been around for a long time.
Yeah.
And really it's been like a year. Not even freaking when did Civil War come out?
Civil War is happening at the same time.
Right, but I'm saying it's been like Captain America wasn't in Spider-Man. He wasn't in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
He wasn't in
Thor is happening at the same time. Right. Civil War is happening.
Right. But I'm saying for us, they revealed him like Captain, like we haven't seen Captain America in 3 years or something.
Quite a while, yeah.
But it really hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
Which is why that moment didn't resonate with me as much. It's like, oh, Captain America's back, because it's like, well, didn't he just disappear? Didn't he just go on the run?
Yeah, they'll probably
in 2016 though. That was when Infinity or Civil War came out, right? Yeah. So
I guess for us then, it's like, oh, it's been 2 years since we've seen him.
Yeah.
In a sense.
And now he has the beard and everything, so that's cool. Who else? Yeah, Tony's in there. They got. I mean, everybody's in there.
So
they got the thing where they got Tom Holland's hair. Tom
the
Holland
Spidey sense.
sense.
I love the Spidey sense. Like that was just like paid homage to like old classic Spider-Man. But who do you think? I want to ask the question. Who do you guys think is gonna die? Because apparently there are some rumors going around about
Iron
who
Man.
you think is gonna die? In the
who do you
comments?
think will die in Avengers: Infinity War?
I
Iron
got
Man?
at least one black person is dying. I know. And it ain't Black Panther. Yo, Don Cheadle, I love you, bro.
It's not gonna be Black Panther.
I love you, bro.
It's not gonna
But
be Don
if
Cheadle
you
either.
actually
You
in
think it's
the
gonna be
War
War
Machine
Machine?
flying around, yo, it might be a wrap. Because you can't kill Falcon.
I don't think-
Because Falcon and Winter Soldier are both up for the Captain America part. Because
Yeah.
we know Captain America.
I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's
We
gonna
know
die.
he's dying.
I don't think he's gonna die. I don't think Don Cheadle's gonna die. I don't think War Machine's gonna die because they like knocked him out in Civil
Yeah, they
War,
took
right?
away
That
his
was like the
legs.
big
He's like-
thing.
Yeah, and they brought him
like
back,
say
yeah.
they're not gonna. I think
too much.
it's gonna be.
I think he's gonna be Cap.
I don't think it's.
I think it's gonna be
Cap.
Iron
Like the
Man.
bullet.
My money's on Iron Man. You want to know why I say that?
I mean, I don't know if Robert Downey Jr. is signed, how many movies he's signed to, but
Yeah.
I mean he's the oldest one,
Yeah.
right? And Mark is old too, but
Yeah.
He
he's
is
the Hulk.
oldest one, but it's like you kicked everything off being Iron Man.
Yeah.
Until we know, like maybe Black Panther and somebody else they introduce will then take on the mantle of who Iron Man and who Cap were to like this whole first phase of the MCU. But until you reintroduce, which they could do in this story,
Yeah.
until you reintroduce somebody else to take his mantle, you can't take him away. Whereas with
Yeah.
Captain America, because you're having this whole back and forth, do I want to do this? Do I not
Do I
want
not
to
wanna
do
do
it?
this?
That'll
Yeah,
also
yeah.
inspire other people to be like, oh, I want to be a hero as well. Plus, his girl dead too, so he like, all right, like, what am I really living for aside from trying to save y'all all the time?
Okay.
Telling y'all
Nah, that's a
language
good point. That's a
and
good
whatnot.
point.
I mean, but he
Oh,
did.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. I mean, honestly,
I
if
didn't even see him in
Hawkeye,
the trailer.
if Hawkeye,
That means
he wasn't in the
he's
trailer.
probably
But if Hawkeye dies, I'm not gonna be that upset.
I mean, we
Wait,
all
why?
thought
Come
he
on,
was
man.
going. Honestly, we
I
all
mean,
thought
let's
he was
not-
gonna die in Age of Ultron. When they
I
showed
mean-
his family, I was like, yo, he's dying.
I mean, let's not
There's
act
no way
like
they're gonna do that.
let's not act like Mark Ruffalo.
Put respect on
Not Mark
name.
Ruffalo. I don't know why I said.
Come on now, don't do that.
I meant to say Hawkeye. I wasn't
Don't do
even
that
thinking
to
of the
my friends.
actors. Let's not act like Hawkeye's character has been like some huge character in the movies.
He has been. You seen them first movies when he's like, I'm just playing.
Arrow.
I'm just playing.
I mean, like, I feel like he's an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think they're gonna kill Romanov. They're not gonna, because she's like the only girl in the whole universe.
Well, I mean, this then brings in
Captain Marvel, right?
Bigger roles.
Well, they
to
are gonna
Captain
bring in-
Marvel.
they're all
You
doing
give
a movie
bigger
for that.
Role to Valkyrie, you
Wasp.
give a bigger role to Wasp. You give. I'm
That's
thinking
coming
of
out next
somebody
year, by
else.
the way, with Ant-Man.
What's her name from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
What's
you
her
give a bigger,
character?
You then give a bigger
Forgot.
role to those four. And
Gamora?
also,
Yeah.
homegirl that's related to Steve Rogers' love interest, Peggy. That
Yeah,
died.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You give her and then the other dark-haired brunette girl. You give both of them a bigger role, and Romanoff is gone.
I think that camera just went off.
All right, well, it's all good. It is what it is. Hey, we keep it going.
Yeah,
But I think-
we got one camera.
I don't
it's
think I don't necessarily think Marvel would necessarily be worried about female characters. I think they have quite a big roster to choose from. Unlike Justice League, where
Pause. I do want to. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get back to it in a second. But I do think that Marvel, because they do such a great job of making you love people that you were like, oh, I didn't think I was gonna feel this way about them. Like with Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah.
I see where you're going. DC does have that, but that's just an entirety of the way in which they story tell that we'll probably get into later.
Okay.
But please continue.
Okay. Well, he pretty much summed it. Well,
Okay.
yeah,
You're
crap.
stealing his thunder.
My bad.
All right. Well, okay. So now we gotta talk.
What we got on the list? What else we gotta make?
Oh, we got a whole lot
I think
of
we've
stuff
been talking
on the
for like
list.
15 minutes already.
I mean, it's cool. We can keep if we hit it already.
Um,
Who will die? What you got after that?
who is Thanos? What people thought about him?
All the movies that have led to
What
this
is it?
point.
What does it mean for the
In
Avengers?
10 years. If you ain't watched all-
Infinity Stones. What do you guys think about? Like, where do you think the Soul Stone is? Because that's like the last.
Wakanda. That's why they all fighting. Easy.
Well, that is a good point because there's a when Thor's army kind of lands. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw this in the trailer. Like
Thor and
most of the
Thanos?
fight. Why do I say Thor and
Yeah,
Thanos?
I was like, hold on. Thor ain't got no army. He ain't
Okay,
got no
my
plan.
bad. My
He
bad.
has a
Yo,
community.
his sister took his eye, bro.
He has a community
Oh, if you've
on,
not watched Thor,
on
you
a
better
ship.
watch it.
on his ship. Right.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Hey,
No,
man,
if you-
no,
no,
forget
if you
that.
haven't watched Thor yet,
haven't seen it yet.
this show ain't for you.
That's the same
This
thing
show
with
ain't
like
for you,
Infinity
yo.
Wars when people are like, oh my God, they spoiling stuff. If you ain't watched the past 10 years worth of movies at this point, it's on you.
You better
bruh.
start now
It's
before
on
Black
you.
Panther comes out. That's all I'm gonna say. You better start now.
100%.
You better start
So
now.
yeah, we gotta talk about Black Panther. I mean,
what were we talking about beforehand, and then we'll talk about Black Panther.
No, I was just gonna say, in the trailer, clearly the big battle between the army of Thanos and the Wakanda. It happens on Wakanda. I think we can clearly see by the visuals.
Right.
So I think it is safe to say that is where the Soul Stone is, unless they enter Infinity War with just 2 stones, and that's what we saw in the trailer as well. We saw him with the Space Stone,
right,
and we saw him with the Power Stone.
Well, yeah, that's only the
so
he's taking the stone from
he's gonna take. He gotta take that one from Vision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be super upset when they kill off Idris Elba because he gotta take them eyes from homie.
Oof.
Yeah, that's mad. Damn. See, like I said earlier, somebody black gotta die. This made me so mad.
Idris Elba needs to go ahead.
Sam has his criticism of
Idris Elba, go ahead and die in Marvel and become Green Lantern.
Do your thing, man. Like,
Sam has his criticism of Heimdall.
Idris Elba, man.
No, leave Harriet Moses alone after Thor 3. We were sitting in the movie theater and we was like, yo, he's basically Harriet Tubman in this movie. He looked like Moses. That's long story short. Or he looked like, a lot of y'all that grew up had like the black Jesus in y'all house.
He really
like
did.
Him too. And I was like, yo, I'm glad they gave you a big role.
Yeah, I was like, at least I'm glad you doing something.
You sure.
Like, I feel like they got Idris Elba and like they wasted him.
They did,
in Thor.
100%.
Like completely
100%.
wasted him. Like,
he could have did so much more.
I wonder how Idris Elba feels about it, because like he signed on to 3 movies, and
that's why you go to DC and be Green Lantern. Be like, yo, use me correctly.
Who do you think is gonna be the next Green Lantern, by the way?
Oh, hold on,
you know what? We'll get to DC.
Okay, all right.
We will get to you, DC.
We will.
DC.
We definitely will. We definitely will.
But damn, what was we talking about?
Segue. I think that's a good point to just.
Soul Stone is there. Yes, we were talking about how he got all the gems and how they gonna come into the movie. My question that I was gonna ask was, is it still gonna be Infinity War Part 1 and 2?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So then Part 1.
1 and 2 come out a year apart.
Yeah, so I believe Part 1 will probably be about them assembling, or at least him getting almost all of them, or getting
he's gonna. It's gonna end with like him being at basically.
Like either one stone away or like there. Basically.
Yeah. He's gonna have all his power. Basically, he's gonna achieve close to what he wants to achieve.
Captain Marvel and then the second one that year as well. Captain Marvel. I think it comes out in that period. I think it comes out before or after. It comes out before or after
2019.
That one and Ant-Man both come out in between both of them.
Ant-Man and Wasp comes out next year. It comes out directly.
Because it's what they like with the Part 1 and 2, like what they did with Harry Potter. Harry Potter, boom. Check it out.
He's a big.
Anyway, what they did with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2 was it ended with Voldemort getting the Elder Wand, and he was very excited. He got the wand that everything he'd been looking for. Boom, he was gonna take over the world, and then it cut off in the first part.
Yeah, that's the same thing I see with Thanos being like,
I
got them all. Everybody.
And then it's kind of like it's like a cliffhanger, so to speak, and then we're just left with like, all right, what's gonna happen now?
Like Groot grow another.
It is like a cliffhanger. Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy are gonna be in this. How are they gonna incorporate everybody?
Yo, it's so lit.
It's like 30 characters.
You gotta give a shout out to Guardians of the Galaxy, because honestly, in the beginning, when they first came out with Guardians of the Galaxy, I was thinking, where are they going with this? Because it was a different type of film, a lot of comedic moments, a different group that you kind of have to get used to.
Shout out to Chris Pratt, bro. You came a long way
Batista,
from Community, bro.
And Batista, you come a long way too.
And Batista.
Was he in Community?
He was.
Chris Pratt?
That was him, the fat dude.
He was in Parks and Rec.
Oh damn, I said Community.
Parks and Recreation. Put some respect on Chris Pratt's name. We apologize to you, sir.
Hey, this episode, my bad, bro.
I was like, wait a minute. Parks and Recreation. I was
talking so confident.
He was about to correct my ass. I was like,
no. What are you talking about?
But
oh man,
but yeah, like
it's all right.
That film has really like it surprised me, like compared to what we got in all the previous Avengers films and Marvel films.
Yeah.
It was a different tone.
Marvel has done so good that Marvel has done so well that they can make any movie that they want.
They can make
it great
with talking raccoons, and they'll be fine.
And a growing tree
that just says Groot.
That's it.
That's
it. And
Vin Diesel getting paid for that role.
That's what I was about to say. I find it so interesting that even though the first 2 Thor movies didn't do well, the fact that I now care so much about Loki and like what Loki does and how that affects everything. I'm like, yo, this is damn.
I think that has a lot to do with his actor,
this
though.
is damn good. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Damn,
However,
what's his name?
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston. Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but at the same time,
he auditioned for Thor.
If you don't,
yeah, he auditioned for Thor,
and
they said he wasn't a good fit, but he would be Loki.
That does speak to who he is as an actor, but at the same time, the material that you're given, like, is good enough for you to be able to do that as well. For them to recognize, oh, people like him. Let's keep him around because we can incorporate him rather than just write him out.
He was,
And I like how they always have, like, every time Loki is brought onto the scene, there's always this thing of like, all right, you're Thor's brother, right? And clearly you have some resentment against Thor. There's jealousy involved, etc., etc. But like, clearly Thor has a soft spot for him. But I always like how, you know, whenever Thor gives him a chance, he just keeps disappointing Thor. But at the same time, you're like, is there a chance that Loki might actually be good? You know what I mean? Like, he's got evil intentions. Like, I don't know if you guys saw at the end of Thor Ragnarok, he steals the Tesseract. He steals the Tesseract, right? Yeah. But like,
it's in the trailer for Infinity
War. But like, just Tom Hiddleston, like, I just love him. He's one of my favorite actors. But just seeing that, is he gonna do good now? Is he gonna do bad?
He's the god of.
Is he gonna be like
he's
on?
The god
it's
of
interesting
mischief.
to see like which side he's gonna be on.
He's the god of mischief. It's literally his being, his inner. He's the god of mischief. He just has to.
I just love it.
He can't help himself. It's just who he is.
I just love it. Thank God. Because she took my man's eye, and I was like, oh, my God.
She
like,
really
you
did.
Ruthless.
Yeah.
You took your brother's eye. Even Loki ain't do that shit.
I'm not going to lie. The part in Thor where he got his lightning, where he was like,
that was
that was dope.
It was like,
that was dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
Oh, no.
That part was dope.
When my man finally pulled out Dez and Troy and started shooting at all the things that was climbing. I was like, yes, sir! About time you did something meaningful.
No, that was a dope part.
Yeah,
I love
was
that part.
Dope.
I love that part.
That was dope. But let's last talk about Black Panther before we move on to DC and everything.
Black Panther, man.
Black Panther, though. Like we saw that trailer in the theater, and David and I were just hitting dabbing during the trailer.
I'm telling y'all right now, I'm finna be mad.
We was dabbing.
I'm going to see that movie at least 3 times.
Yo, I kind of want them to do what they did with Wonder Woman. That was DC. One theater just have
125th Street movie theater. Magic Johnson was good.
I mean Harlem.
All black showing.
I mean, or
not racist.
Get some. Hold up. Get some minorities, like minorities. You know, I mean, come on, yo, I want to see the movie.
I was like, where you
going with this? Where you going with this?
I mean, I'm part black. Like, I want to watch the movie with y'all.
Sam, we recognize.
I want to get in there.
We recognize, Sam. It's all gravy.
I want to get in there. You know what I'm saying? I know, like, I can't just show up to the theater. They gonna look at me. They gonna see De Leon on my ID. Like,
man, you're all right. You're right.
Like, hold up, bro.
Get there and be like, you know what HBCU is? Like, old girl in line.
Oh no.
Yo, side note, there was this girl that was standing in line to go to a club one day that cut with him and then had the nerve to turn.
Yo, yeah.
Do you know what an HBCU is? And standing in line to get.
She was trying to
all black party.
We were getting into a party in Manhattan, and there was a long line, and so I was standing by myself trying to meet up with this guy, and so she just comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, can I pretend to be with you? Because I really don't feel like waiting in line." I was like, "All right, yeah, sure, no problem." And we kind of started talking a bit, and then she tells me, I forgot what school she went to, but she's like, "Oh, I went to this school. That's an HBCU. Do you know what an HBCU is?" And I was so insulted. I didn't know. I looked at her like, "Do you see where I'm at right now? like, would I even be in line? It's like an all black party. Like, would I be in line for this place if I didn't know what an HBCU was?"
Ignorance.
I mean, some people could be.
All right, anyway, Black Panther, guys. Black Panther.
David, do you know what an HBCU is?
Man, stop tripping. Stop tripping. Anyway, Black Panther. Black Panther. For me, it means a lot. Like, personally for me. Now, all 3 of us have debated about...
He's from South Africa.
Yeah. Lesotho. No.
Oh, Lesotho, yep.
Grew up in South Africa, but Lesotho. Anyway, for me, it means a lot. I mean, I think... the black community. I don't want to say black community in that sense, but like it means a lot because 1, it's Wakanda. It's everyone's black, and
except for the bad guy.
Well, except for Killmonger's black. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, Killmonger's black, but damn.
Claw.
Oh my bad.
Yeah.
Claw.
Freaking.
Okay.
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 Just keep it going. Just keep it going.
But
my bad, Michael B. Jordan. You
but
black.
I think that film is like one of, for me, like it's I was just blown away when I saw the trailer. There are a lot of references in the film to a lot of African heritage and culture. Personally, for me, I think, I don't know if you've, well, I told these guys about it, but I think people from Lesotho will recognize some of the regalia, some of the blankets that they wear. I just like seeing that, because for me personally, you know, someone who comes from Lesotho in South Africa, I can say, oh, hey, oh, look at that. They're wearing, you know, things from our people. And I think that was just great. Also, I wanted to talk about, regarding Black Panther, was the language in which they use. Now, in Civil War, the language in which Chitala and his father used was Xhosa. Now, that's one of South Africa.
Xhosa.
All right, we are not doing this. We are not doing this. So that's one of South Africa's 11 languages, and I loved it. Like, a lot of people have said, no, why are they using an actual official language? Why don't they just make up their own African language? And I think the problem with making up your own language, because one, even though, yes, you know, Black Panther is fictional and it's not real and whatever, and, you know, if you made up your own language, it wouldn't be real. But the fact that you're using a lot of African references, I think there would be a lot of criticism if you just made up your own African language and they kind of butchered it. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. So I'm glad that I'm glad they even had John Connie on there. Shout out to John Connie. I'm glad they're using Xhosa, and you know, I'm really glad with what Chadwick Boseman has done with it, even though he's faced a lot of criticism from a lot of people that I know about, you know, but yeah.
Wait, he's facing criticism for what?
Well,
Chadwick Boseman, yo. I mean, you're going to play every major black character.
Hey, straight up, bro.
In every movie ever.
Straight up. You was an Egyptian god. You was Jackie Robinson. You was James Brown. You was Thurgood Marshall. Now you Black Panther.
I didn't see the God movie, though, because we're not going to talk about that.
I saw like a 2-minute clip. And I was like,
I'm sure you were great in it, though. Yeah. I'm sure you killed it.
I'm sure you did.
I'm sure you killed it. You was probably like, wait a minute. Like, why are there so many white people here?
I mean, y'all a little light to be playing Egyptian.
Just
let this go.
Like,
oh, man.
Just take my check and go home.
But yeah, shout out to Black Panther, man. Means a lot. Means a lot.
All right, now we got to talk about DC and Justice League.
All right.
That's not a good segue, but
let's see. What did you guys think when y'all initially saw the movie?
Justice League. I'll go first. I liked it. I thought it was dope, but at the same time, that's because I liked it. It's cool. It was cool to see the characters on screen kicking ass and taking names. You know what I mean? Like it was cool. Yo, Aquaman was dope. He was cool as hell. You know, Aquaman.
Nah, Aquaman
that shit was dope.
Aquaman
was cool. You know, the Flash, seeing the Wonder Woman was cool. Batman was, I don't know, just seeing all of them on screen resonated with me.
Except the black character.
Cyborg, man.
I'll get to that.
The reason is because like Cyborg was. Actually, I don't have a problem with how they just didn't show his backstory at all, and they didn't show the Flash, but we got TV Flash, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we know all about the Flash. Yeah. We don't know anything about Cyborg, and they didn't show anything about him in the movie, other than that, like, he had an issue with his father.
Let's say that people that don't know the backstory, like we know the backstory, they didn't show that enough. Yeah. We've all seen Teen Titans and all that, so we know enough about Cyborg. We just wish we had seen it on screen. Yeah. Like we see everybody else in a way.
Yeah, it was cool seeing all of them on screen. But at the same time, it could have been way better.
Before we get to the could have been way better, let's hear what you thought about it. And then I'm going to go and then we can what we think could have improved.
Yeah, I mean, just to piggyback off what Sam said, it was, you know, like the child in me was really happy to see everyone just assemble, you know. I think the team had somewhat good chemistry in the sense that, you know, I think the Flash, I didn't think he was like over the top. I think the way he, you know, his chemistry with other characters was really good. I think the team in general assembled well together. What I didn't like was you know, obviously I felt like they kind of sped through the movie. I mean, if it's under 2 hours, it makes sense that they kind of sped through the movie. And also, if you're not necessarily, as Sam said, you know, I think he hit everything on the spot there. As Sam said, if you're not a fan, or if you're not somebody who really follows the DC universe, and if you're just somebody who knows, oh, that's Superman, oh, that's Batman, oh, that's Wonder Woman, oh, that's Flash, then, you know, that's all you know about them, but you don't really know where they come from. And I think the reason why Wonder Woman came out of the film, and people said, wait, what was it?
You didn't say Cyborg?
You didn't say the black
Everybody wants Cyborg!
Yo, Cyborg.
Okay, hold on.
Cyborg name.
Yo, man. I mean, it's just...
Maybe Ray Fisher.
It's my turn.
Maybe it's also because he's a robot.
Shout out to you, Ray Fisher. Shout out to you, bro. Okay, number one, shout out to you. Okay. Second of all, I enjoyed the movie. I still think Ben Affleck is a great Batman. Wonder Woman was good. Aquaman was dope. Flash was cool. Everybody knows Flash now because of the CW series. Cyborg was cool too. I do wish, like you said, it did feel rushed in the sense that it was like, okay, this is happening, like you got 12 hours, get everybody together, as what Commissioner Gordon or whatever was saying.
Yeah.
And it felt like they just kind of like were, oh, you need to help us, otherwise everybody's gonna die, instead of really being able to get into
the motivation,
who they are, the motivations behind why they were gonna help and everything. And they like hinted at some of them, but they didn't go as in depth as we would have liked. And like you said again, with only having 2 hours, it makes sense why they did that. I wish it would have been a little bit longer, so we could have done that.
2 hours and 30 minutes, I would have been cool.
Yeah,
2 hours
there's
and 30
a lot of
minutes.
stuff
an
that,
extra
like,
30
even
minutes,
in the trailers that we saw, like
they
the
left
mask
out.
coming on Cyborg and whatnot when he was flying and other stuff that we did not get to see in this movie, which I think also hurt it in a sense as well. But I do just want to say that it's going to be very interesting to see where they go next after this, because obviously you saw them going to the old Wayne Manor, and at some point they're going to put together the House for the Justice League. Yeah. And then I'm not going to lie to y'all, I saw the bootleg version. So I didn't see the I didn't see the second scene at the end of the movie.
The post-credit scene.
The second post-credit scene, because that was cut out of my movie.
So that was
left before the movie.
Do you know what it was about though?
I do know what it was about.
Oh, okay,
but and now, like, are they going to go that direction? Is Darkseid, like, going to be further pushed off? And then they also have so many other movies that are we going to see Cyborg or Flash's movie and how that incorporates into what's going to be the next Justice League movie? Or is that going to
I know they're going to have
or Suicide Squad or Gotham City Sirens, or are we going to get a Batman transition before? It's just so much that's up in the air that it kind of pains me in a way to be like, I want to know what's next, but I don't know the direction it's going to be that I'm kind of scared.
Yeah. And then you see what Marvel's doing, and you're just like, sorry. It's like we're so hyped for the Infinity Wars. Like, that was a trailer that we saw, and we are so crazy hyped for it.
The most viewed trailer in history, by the way.
I will say, what also adds into that is the fact that we've had 10 years to be able to get to know these characters. Yeah. That we understand their motivations ins and outs.
Yeah, because
with DC, after the Christian Bale Batman did so well, when you try and microwave it, it don't always come out as well. It's like when you microwave vegetables. Like, I mean, they okay, but you microwaving vegetables. Why are you doing that in the first place?
I mean,
but no, I think
Marvel had a plan. They had a plan from the beginning. Phase 1, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3.
Once Iron Man did, once that little bonus scene to be like, oh, let's just throw it in there to see what they talk about. And then when people was like, ooh, this is gonna be something that's going on, then they was like, okay, let's really get this together because this could be big.
I mean, but they wanted to do it.
Yeah, it's like it was still a want to get to this point.
And then they created a plan.
DC, it was more like, all right, let's redo Superman after they had already did that other one. And then let's redo Superman, and now let's speed it up and just give you Batman v Superman. Yeah. And it was.
I liked Man of Steel.
No, I'm not saying I
liked Man of Steel.
I like Batman vs Superman too, minus a few things here and there. But still, you're trying to microwave it rather than like explain it in a way. So I'm not gonna feel as entrenched with it as I do with Marvel.
You know, a friend of mine was saying that that DC kind of just. They should have jumped on the whole comic book wave much. Like in terms, I mean, they were taking out films. You know, they were taking out Dark Knight Rises, etc. But there was no like I'm not gonna say there was no vision, but like in terms of continuity, in terms of continue the story, in terms of continue from where Christian Bale left off, I just think they should have continued from that.
They rushed it.
Yeah, they rushed it.
Yeah, they should have picked up off of that.
They really should have.
I don't want to cut.
Yeah.
What would have been dope, at least in my opinion, the way you continue that, if you put Joseph Gordon-Levitt in there and then just kind of have him as like a Nightwing type person.
Yeah.
And
then
at some point that's going to convince Christian Bale, because we all heard that he was like, you know what, now that everybody's doing it, I kind of want to get back into it.
Yeah.
Now if you push that and like, all right, have Joseph Gordon-Levitt be Nightwing, we're going to start this whole thing with him and push it forward and then keep going and bring Christian Bale and everybody else in. I think you could have, but then again, I'm just picking at straws at this point.
I don't know. DC is in a position.
For what? What do you mean?
They're just in a.
They're in a pickle, basically.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
like they're in a.
It's too much up in the air.
You know, they got the Green Lantern movie.
That's they said it's supposed to be like
a buddy cop movie with both the human Green Lanterns.
With John Stewart and Hal Jordan.
I say just make Green Lantern a female.
Oh yeah, he was saying that.
Make Green Lantern a female.
He pretty much was saying Justice League is a nut fest and
a sausage fest.
Well, where I come from, we call it nut fest. My bad. So he was saying that it's a nut fest.
No, it's fest.
What?
He's like,
oh, we gotta pause.
Yeah, keep going. No, go ahead.
So
I mean, like,
he just wanted more diversity.
It'd
like,
be good.
Like
they already look. It's such a sausage fest. The Justice League. There's one female in there. I mean, every Justice League member can't be an American male. Like, they just can't.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
My thing is, like I was saying beforehand, you have so many characters in your arsenal. How long? DC's been around for so long.
Yeah. True, but like
you can make these other people relevant. But the thing is, and why we're like that's not going to happen is because we know they're going to microwave it. It's not going to explain it the right way.
It's always better to have the main. There's the big seven. They're the main seven characters. Green Lantern. If one of them was a female, it would be better than, say, putting Zatanna in there.
I understand that. But the same way that now we care about Guardians of the Galaxy, you can help us to care. Okay. The same way that we care about
Go ahead. Y'all have that question.
You can help people
because I wasn't
about it.
You
have to explain it.
No, but I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'm not saying they're not as big as Iron Man and Captain America.
You ask some little kid, he gonna be like, Star-Lord is the shit. What are you talking about?
But what I was gonna say is what Marvel has done is like they've taken all these characters, right, and they've just made them into like these people that we just like, oh, we're so excited to see, even though they might not be as big as some people would say. So I think DC should just do the same thing. You have like a whole bunch of characters. Like I watched. But
they have to establish the big ones first.
But I watched the Fortnite crossover between the Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and DC Legends of Tomorrow, and I saw like everybody on Twitter was saying this was a much better Justice League film than the actual Justice League movie. Because there was
everyone, because the CW doesn't have.
Okay, let me not say everyone, but like I'm just saying general, like the general Twitter audience, whatever. But like it was so nice to see a whole different amount of DC characters. Like, and you had like a lot of female characters on there. You had a lot of male characters. You had Supergirl on there. So I think they have options, but they kind of, as I said, they kind of crammed in all the main ones, and now it's like, yeah, well.
Yeah, now you can get to the point where, or you're at the point where you can explain them, but that means you're just gonna have to push off everything else to be like, we need to explain these to be able to set up everything else. And you've been around for so long. You have these characters.
Exactly.
We just already have a bias of we don't want to see that, and this is why I think that you think that in a sense Green Lantern should be a female that could be from somewhere else, is because we know you're not going to do it in the way in which you probably should do it. So just go ahead and do it like this if you're going to do it the way in which you're going to do it, because at least that'll make it more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Whereas if you took the time to be able to actually explain it, it would be a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, we already had a white male Green Lantern. And that movie didn't do well.
And Deadpool is so dope.
Shout out to Ryan Reynolds, yo. Like,
yes.
But like, I don't think anyone is gonna really care about the Green Lantern movie. We already had one.
I want to see Jon Stewart.
I mean, cool, but like, why not make her Joanna Stewart?
I have nothing against it being Joanna Stewart, but
Joanna.
My whole childhood is seeing Jon Stewart.
You're gonna enjoy seeing Sam debate with Melvin.
I didn't even know who Hal Jordan was for a minute. I know who Jon Stewart was, so I want to see Jon Stewart. That's who I want to see. Idris Elba, hey yo, you dying in Marvel, bro. Just go ahead and take the role, bro. Just take the role. Call them up. Tell them, hey, you need some help. You need some support from the black delegation. We got you. Just go ahead and nominate me, and we good.
So how long have we been talking? Because I feel like it's been a while.
We've been talking a long time.
It's been like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
More than that, yeah. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
We look all right on this.
Yeah. Hey, yo, if y'all are enjoying this conversation, please put your comments below.
Hit the like button.
Hit the like
share.
button. Subscribe.
Boom.
Share. Do all of that.
You can reach us at ForTheBoyz TV, Twitter, Facebook. You can even email us at gmail.com.
down below.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of that stuff is gonna be in the details, so that way you can find us, as well as as well as some of our personal handles and whatnot. But I mean, we got some time left, so we need to talk about a few more things. So let's
discuss the movies coming out in December.
All right. I'm super excited to see Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Super excited to see. I was walking from work the other day and I saw Rey, Star Wars, in like a red, like Sith type outfit, and I was like, ooh.
This is the last film.
No. She's done after 9. Yeah, she said after.
This is the last one, right?
No, after episode 9, she said she's done.
Oh,
Rey.
okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because she said she said like that's how she just
signed
pictured
for
it. She signed for 3 movies. That's how she imagined it.
I saw the article. Yeah.
And also, she said she thinks the world's gonna end in the next 20 years anyway. So she just wants to do.
I get that. You wanna live your life, baby girl. Do your thing.
They said that in like 2012. They had a movie 2012 about like the end of the world.
It's all right, Finn. Hey, John Boyega.
Hey, bro, let's go.
Do your
Let's
thing.
go. Get your force powers,
Yo.
dog. Get your force
Right?
powers and let's go.
Just
Let's ride.
I'm still mad. I'm still mad that I fell for it. Disney tricked me. Cause I swear, after the first Star Wars trailer, I thought John Boyega was gonna be a freaking Jedi. Like they had him, boom. Like
Yo,
Yeah.
I was
I
hyped.
saw so many like comment battles on YouTube and Twitter of people being like, "Yeah, John Wayne is black and he's a Jedi."
The Jedi. What's
I
up?
was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Oh, they making us eat all of them words."
Yo, man, they tricked me. They really did. They got me. I mean, like after the trailers came out, like we knew the movie was gonna be about Rey. After the full trailer came out, but I mean, I still was hoping John could possibly,
do something.
You know.
I have a question now. So then, if say for example, if Daisy really does end hers after 9, do you then, for Star Wars as a franchise, do you then say, okay, we can then continue this story as like something that happens every couple years or so? Do you expand into other?
Well, Ryan
stories?
Johnson,
There's an
Or they
entire
do it
galaxy?
every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you keep Finn as like somebody that can just be like in an Iron Man in a sense, to be like he can pop up every once in a
now
while?
and then.
Where do you go after that?
Ryan Johnson.
Who that?
He's the director of episode 8.
Shout out
Is
to
it Rian or Ryan? I never it's spelled R-I-A-N.
Hey, however
I
you
was,
spell it.
but
Hey, let us know in the comments what's the phonetic spelling. The
IPA, yeah, International Phonetic Alphabet. How do we? Anyway, so but he said I'm gonna go with Ryan.
It's way deeper.
But
What I need to know.
but he said that well he Disney and they signed the contract for him to do a full trilogy, a Star Wars trilogy after episodes 8 and 9. So it's gonna be its own trilogy, separate from the Skywalkers. It's gonna be
So then it's gonna be
separate.
some-
So it's gonna be
Okay.
its own thing, and so
Well, that's good because you got a whole galaxy. to
I've
live
been
in.
waiting because I thought I wanted the 7, 8, and 9 to be separate from the Skywalkers.
be
Like
the end of the
like it's
Skywalker.
like they introduced Rey and stuff, but really it's still about
It's always been
like
It's a whole galaxy
Luke and Han and Leia.
with like
and,
hella Jedis that we have no knowledge of.
like
And
there's
to
so
be
many
straight
things
up,
they could
hey,
do. They could do the Jedi Civil War.
What's good with this Mace Windu solo movie that your boy started?
Hey, look,
What's good? I'm already bald.
he got the bald head.
I'm already bald.
Yo,
Come
he
on,
could
bro.
do
I
it.
can, hey, y'all
He
pay
could
me
do it.
enough money, I cut
He
all
looks
this
good
off.
with purple.
What up? Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
He does.
Yes, I do. Just go ahead and cash your boy. Just make it happen.
Yeah, man. So Jumanji, we gotta talk about Jumanji.
yeah,
The first thing, The Rock.
He's doing.
That's my guy right
big
there.
moves. Big moves. Big moves.
Oh, so bald.
It's a bald thing. It's a bald
It's a
thing.
ball thing. I think Jumanji is gonna be dope. It was funny. I saw an interview yesterday where this guy was asking The Rock and Kevin Hart, like about the backlash that they've gotten, and they were just kind of bantering back and forth with Jack Black right there. Like, people have seen enough movies between us to where they should just give us benefit of the doubt. They just keep being like, "Oh, this gonna be trash too," and then they come out and break records. Like, come on, people, just get on board. At this point, and I'm like, you know what? I feel y'all.
Yeah.
Whatever The Rock touches now is just gold.
It's gold.
Now,
Hey,
right?
I'm sorry, Tyrese.
He's got the Midas touch.
Dang.
He's got the Midas touch.
He went Tyrese. He just went and called Tyrese out.
Oh snap!
I mean,
Tyrese, I got no problem with you. Just
Hey, I ain't got no problem with
I mean,
you, bro. I hope
we're
you
good.
still got your job in Fast Furious after this.
and you know,
Because that's
you
mental
going
health
through
is not anything to
going
play
through some
with,
stuff,
ladies and
man.
gentlemen.
We
Please,
hope
if
everything
you need
works
help,
out for
please
you.
Let someone know that you do need help.
Yes,
But,
we
yeah.
sorry.
You ain't have to laugh, Dave. You ain't have to laugh.
But all right.
Yes, back to The Rock.
The Rock. I mean,
Everything he touches
he kind of saved Fast and Furious. I mean, like the direction of the movie and everything, like in Fast and Furious 5. You know, obviously they took a different route, which I really liked.
Yeah.
But the Rock being in there,
His spinoff.
he's getting the spinoff. Like that's like
Him and,
everything
No,
he
that is
touches.
Him and, what's
Jason
his name?
Statham.
Yes.
Jason Statham, yeah.
I think that's
Also
gonna
bald.
be interesting.
So
movie.
bald.
That's also. Yeah, I gotta get on the
I
bald
mean,
way.
I mean, I got a full head of hair still.
out here.
It's happening.
I'm like losing.
but-
I don't know if y'all can see, but I'm like
You gotta
losing
show
hair over
people
here.
all
So I
that.
gotta. I gotta. But no, I agree. I think where The Rock has also come from WWE and all that stuff. When he started making movies,
He was 30 when he
wa-
made his first film.
It was like it was like a typical WWE wrestler thing. Oh, I'm gonna pop up in a movie. I'm gonna do a cameo in this movie. But The Rock kind of just like took it to like something completely different.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
never thought he would be where he
Who
is.
knew that from?
Honestly
the,
speaking.
was it The Mummy?
His first movie, his first movie was he was in the Mummy 2 as the
Yeah.
Scorpion
As
King,
Scorpion King.
and then he did the Scorpion King.
No, he from
I didn't watch
from the
Scorpion
Mummy
King.
2 with Brendan Fraser.
Yo,
now
so
today,
can we talk about the Mummy though?
God.
Hold up, the Mummy was
with
lit.
Tom Cruise?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say yeah. I ain't like.
I didn't even watch that.
You guys
one.
didn't like it?
I'm talking about with Brendan Fraser.
I
watched it.
we
I thought it was
get to that.
good.
We'll get to that. I don't.
I thought
I didn't watch
The
it.
reason
I
why
didn't
I
know.
didn't necessarily feel that movie, or I'm gonna say the reason why I didn't enjoy it as much or didn't like it as much is because it felt like Tom Cruise being Tom Cruise. It was like it has no real stakes for me because I know Tom Cruise is gonna win. It's kind of like how some people feel with The Rock when they're like, oh, he's gonna do something great, and then the world is blowing up, but he's gonna save it somehow. I can kind of get that, but Tom Cruise been doing that for like 20-something years now.
Oh, so it was like a typical
You're
Tom
not
Cruise
really
role.
gonna-
That's
right,
what you're saying.
You're not really gonna die. I know you coming back.
In the movie he died in the beginning and came back.
He came back.
back.
But you're not really going to die. So I can't really believe it as much anymore. Because I know you're going to live. Go do like a comedy movie for like 3 years. And then come back to
Well,
this,
he's doing
and then
Mission
I'll be like,
Impossible
all right,
now
cool.
with who's this, Henry Cavill. Oh, hold up. Speaking of which, we got to talk about Henry Cavill's like the whole. You know how they had to like CGI out his mustache because he's shooting Mission Impossible. Like when Justice League, like when it started, when he was smiling, I was like, all right, something is weird about just that.
Oh, I didn't
And like
know
I
that.
picked that up straight away.
It did.
I mean,
You
I
watched it
noticed.
on bootleg, so like.
I mean, hey, we're still high quality.
No, it did.
But that part really,
There
like,
were
I didn't
parts of
say
it
it,
where
but like
looked
I
a
was
little,
like,
where he looked a
okay,
little
he
funny.
just looks like just this part looks. a bit weird.
Paramount makes those movies, right? Not the Justice League movies, but the
Oh, the Mission Impossible ones?
yeah. Paramount just they said because they could have gave him a fake mustache.
Honestly.
They just say, you know what?
You can't cut it.
Real thing.
We messing with y'all.
Nah.
Like nah, man.
I thought that was just
Like
weird.
this.
I do want to say it was super lit when Superman was like fighting all of them and a flash started out. And
He was like,
I was like, yo.
that shit was funny. Superman's like, yo, is this guy trying to?
I was like,
Who the hell do you think
He
you
was
are?
like,
That guy's
Who the hell do you
He
think
like,
you
yo,
are?
You really trying to piss me off today?
Yo, no. The best part. I thought the
Wonder
best
Woman?
part of the movie was when he headbutts Wonder Woman, right? And Wonder Woman's like, ugh. Headbutts him back. And so Superman's all like, bitch, did you
Who the fuck is you?
bitch? He flies into the air, rap. Boom!
I was like, yo, that is abuse. That is abuse.
So
And then when he chokes
Yeah.
Batman, breathes Batman
yeah,
up,
I
and
was
he's
like,
like,
oh.
do you
tell
bleed?
me.
Do you bleed?
Do you bleed?
That was
I was like, oh.
I was like, yo, y'all woke up the wrong.
But
Superman.
here's my problem again with where does Justice League and DC go? Like they already had the death of Superman in Batman vs Superman, right? So Superman ain't gonna die
clearly,
again.
he's not gonna die anytime soon.
Like-
And we can get into that in the next video. So y'all make sure
Oh,
that
man.
y'all subscribe.
It's time. Yes, it is.
Subscribe, check the details, hit
For the
all of
Boys
our social
TV.
medias if y'all want some more for the Boys TV.
At Twitter, you know, we're on Twitter
Yeah,
and
Facebook as well.
We on Facebook,
Facebook as
we
well.
on everything.
We're gonna
If
have to
y'all
get
want
Instagram.
more, y'all got to tell us that y'all want more. all
For
right?
the Boys with a Z. We'll put that on the, you know.
Yeah, we'll figure that out somehow. So, with that being said, yo, this has been episode 1. My name is Melvin,
David.
Sam.
and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Oh, peace. Sorry.
Is that what we all doing?
No, I
Y'all
I don't have like a, you know, so.
All right, this video's over with.
Saturdays are for the boys or for the Boys TV? Like, what are we doing? Saturdays are for the boys? It's coming out on Saturday, right? Like, what?
This definitely.
Let's take this off.